you fucked up their family permanently. If you slap a kid, he's gonna forget eventually. Like, you better just wear a binder on your forehead. I just started crying, right? Because I was like, guard turns, looks at me, he's like, who going here? He's like some ogre looking ass uncle, right? He's like an angry ass guy. Any sort of male-to-male closeness.
Yes.
Very important that you take off your partner. Is that what you're trying to say?
Welcome back to another episode of the Hours for Midnight podcast. I am back in this new undisclosed place with Manrav Singh.
We're here on a beautiful evening here in the studio.
Truly hours before midnight.
Definitely only two of us sitting here.
Not a third person in the background whatsoever.
Joking. Yeah, we got some exciting changes this episode. But yeah, how you been, Ekdeep, since the last episode? I was really proud of how the last episode turned out. You know what I mean? We sent that shit in the moment. Like, the best things we've ever done have always been in the moment. The episode turned out really good.
It did. We actually ended up re-recording that episode 3 times.
Yeah.
Because the cameras kept failing. But
people know, they know. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. That one was insane, man. Cameras kept overheating. And then the third take, we had to get all of Guru's power from inside of us to be like, yo, should we not just go home today? Yeah. And then we got it done.
And
something about that. It was like Rocky the movie. You know what I mean? When you're in the final
chapter, right? You just gotta buckle down and just fucking send it. That was a style episode, yeah, for sure.
What have you been up to lately, man?
Man, honestly, I've just been chilling. But one thing I started recently was jiu-jitsu.
Oh, no way.
Yeah. I started doing jiu-jitsu recently. I actually had my most humbling experience ever.
Yeah.
You motherfuckers better not laugh when I say this.
What was it? You got whooped?
I got my ass kicked by a 13-year-old first class. Yeah, he armbarred the shit out of me, and then he fucking put me in a triangle choke in the same round. It was quite amazing. Like, I was thoroughly humbled. And it was good.
What made you think like I'm living my normal life and now I'm gonna turn the page into the world of jiu-jitsu and hand combat? Did you get in a fight with somebody in your life? And did you think like, hey, je main do tan mukkiyan maar sakda siga ta badhiya hona siga te main to bajhiya nahi? Was that your thought process? Like, kota bajani pe jandi or something? Like, why'd you do that?
Honestly, it goes back into two different paths. One was like, okay, you can work out at the gym, but if you don't know how to like defend yourself, I don't care if you're benching 3 plates, man. It doesn't really make a difference. That's the way I look at it.
Yeah, I don't know if that's like everybody's goal in the gym too, right? Some guys are just like, man, like when I send the snap to the shorties, I really want to have the veins showing on my bicep, and that's like their one life's goal. And hey, I'll never understand it, but I respect it. You know what I mean?
Respect the hustle.
Like the aesthetic, non-functional build. It's like they're so jacked. They're so jacked, but like let's say like they're upset at you and you just hurt their feelings. They're so like pole that they just like break down.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
It's like start crying and shit.
It's like the insecure jacked guy.
What do you mean?
That you just like manipulate because he's like so jacked that he's so insecure.
Yeah, dude, it's like the same people that can't like touch their back like this and shit. Yeah. Like, they don't have the mobility to stretch at all.
Yeah, it's like the guy's upset at you and you just say like, you know what, bro, like you just haven't been looking as big as you usually do lately. Like, what's going on? And then next thing you know, he's just depression and you're like threat avoided.
Yeah, that's it. And then or you say that and he just dry scoops like 6 scoops of pre-workout and just hits the gym.
Yeah, that's pretty funny. That's like good HBM lore if you know.
If you know, you know.
Like keep freaking out with dry.
I still freak out about dry scoop pre-workout. But anyways, back to jiu-jitsu. So yeah, I was like, one thing is I wanted to start it just because I felt like, wanted to do something outside of just doing the gym. And I felt like I wanted to learn how to, properly defend myself with groundwork. I did striking for a couple of years with boxing and stuff, but I felt like I didn't really have that ground game. So I was like, fuck it, I'll do some jiu-jitsu. But anyways.
Why'd you choose jiu-jitsu and not taekwondo? Or I did the Korean one. What's that one again?
Sanhangdo.
I did, yeah, but what's the type of it? Like, what's the type? What's the name of the type?
Here, do you know what it is? Can you search this for us?
This
is the father. Guys, welcome.
Welcome. We didn't even know Harkir now. I think his role is going to evolve, so we're not going to say it, but Harkir is definitely going to bring a lot to the podcast.
Yeah, but Harkir is going to search this while we keep talking about this. Sanhangdo, I don't even know.
I did do Sanhangdo though. I was good alumni in karate there.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I could see you fucking just like flying, kicking someone.
No, I used to I used to skip my karate lessons. My mom used to like take me to McDonald's and get me like a junior chicken instead. Like I said, I had a haircut and stuff back in the day. I used to like be really, really shy and I would just like hate social settings.
Fair enough.
Also at one point, I remember I went to karate class and like I was really young, like 11, 10 probably. And then it was like when I first started keeping my hair. So my hair was like the awkward length where it's like under your ears, but like you don't do anything with this. You just look like one of those guys with like long hair.
Yeah.
And then this kid came up to me. It's so, your brain is so cooked, like how it remembers negativity like so strongly, right? But it doesn't remember all the good stuff. So I remember this guy named Hunter came up to me and then he's just like, oh, you're going to start tying a turban? Now what, you going to come into class next week with one of those big Hindu binders on your forehead too? He's like, oh yeah, like you better just wear a binder on your forehead. And I just started crying, right? because I was like, yo, like what the hell? Like this guy's accusing me of like I'm just coming into Sikhi, I'm about to start keeping my hair, and then like this guy's accusing me of like coming across like Hindu binder, and I was like, yo, I didn't even know what he was saying at the time, right? So I had to like ask my parents after, like, hey, this white kid in karate class said this to me. What does it mean? And then they're like, oh yeah, you know when you watch the Nartaks with BB, they have their, and then I was like, oh, like that's not a bad thing, but I was like, holy shit, that was traumatic, you know? He like bullied me pretty hard, man, and then. Like I said, I was insecure back in the day, so definitely. Well, but anyways, we can move on from there.
No.
What's the name of the Korean?
What's the name of it? It's Sangwon Go.
Oh shit!
That's the actual name of the art.
Yeah, there's multiple arts, but that one's I think is it.
That's the main one, and everything diverse.
They just named the franchise after the actual form.
Oh shit!
Interesting.
Okay, but anyways, like I was saying, so yeah, jiu-jitsu, humbling experience. Got armbarred and just completely fucking destroyed by this 13-year-old kid.
Yeah.
And so one
thing.
thing.
You feel like your body gets in like such weird parts of other people's bodies during?
Oh
like,
man,
fighting?
all the time.
Like
all the time.
I always used to get like uncomfortable, like when my head would be like 2 inches away from somebody's butthole or something. And, like,
yeah.
Some like chokehold or some shit.
Dude, it was bad. One time I was like, some guy went for a guillotine on me, and I fucking was like right by his like left hip, and I could just fucking just feel the sweat just pulsating through his fucking kapade onto my on my cheek, and I was like, ugh. But anyways, that's just jiu-jitsu. But dude, so
yeah, it is, right?
The one thing, having the star and doing jiu-jitsu is like very difficult. So
really,
yeah. So first class made the galti of actually going to class with my partner, and not a good idea. This is
it's like when you go snowboarding. Yeah. Like when I first started going snowboarding, it was with my friends who weren't into Sikh Hate. So then I didn't even ask them like, what should I do with my pug? Should I just like pull out? I just like, yo, I'm pull up. Like I'm that type of guy. I just walk in the scene, right?
Yeah.
So I just pulled up like pug on and everything, and then I didn't wear a helmet when I was snowboarding because I was like, yeah, like Sikh Motorcycle Club doesn't wear helmets. Like why would I wear a helmet, right? And then I just got fucked. Like I just got completely fucked. Like because I was obviously learning it too, so I just kept falling, right? I had to like keep retying my pug up in the mountains and shit.
God.
And then there was like frost everywhere, and it was just like I was like I didn't know what to do here. There's no resource to look onto. Like you can't search this shit up.
Oh, so you were just fucking like just tying.
I was just forcing my pug up there. Yeah.
Holy shit! You probably
and then I learned the right way to do it is obviously you go with like a patka, then you put a helmet on top.
Yeah.
That was a learning experience.
So that's the thing with jiu-jitsu. So I tie. This is the one time I condone this, is the patka thing. We had this whole thing with last year with the podcast and the clips and shit. But I think if you're doing any form of martial art or like sport or like that, or whatever, tying a patka.
If you're doing very close, like hand-on-hand combat.
Yes.
Any sort of male-to-male closeness.
Yes.
Very important that you take off your partner. Is that what you're trying to say? What? Like I'm just
bro. I'm trying to say like, yo, if you're trying to do a sport, I find it acceptable to tie a patka.
Other men in there, right? In jiu-jitsu.
Huh?
Usually like in there with other dudes and stuff.
Yeah.
So, yeah, if you're doing like close quarters with other men, like I'm just joking. I'll let you continue. That shit was out of pocket.
What the fuck?
So what do you do with the partner in jiu-jitsu now? You don't wear it?
No, I don't wear my partner. I tie a patka to jiu-jitsu at like proper styles, just because obviously like my hair goes everywhere, right?
Yeah.
It's like and if I would tie a partner, like I've had it come off, and it's just I find it kind of
It's like insane, right?
Yeah,
it's like the most embarrassing thing.
Exactly.
It's not embarrassing.
It's not embarrassing. I just
obviously
find
we're adults here, right?
Yeah.
But like it's still embarrassing.
It is.
You have to pretend it. You have to pretend it's not embarrassing and say it's not embarrassing.
But it is.
But it's embarrassing.
But it is. You know, so one reason I don't do a partner tutorial because I don't want to expose my forehead to the world.
I don't think it's that bad, to be honest.
It's not.
I think there should
Why
be
you acting like you've seen my
like an association.
Why are you saying that?
No, I mean like the hairline thing is not that bad, bro. Whenever there was like fights and stuff as kids,
oh man,
like that would always be like the highlight when it goes up a notch. When somebody's like pug comes loose.
Oh man.
I remember like we used to like go to like Sikh events and like you know like Gurma Center had the thing every year in the summer.
The summer camps.
The big day. They had like a
camps?
big day every summer, and I still remember one time we went there, and after the event in the basement, like everybody started having a wrestling match, and this one guy's pug came off, and it was so unprofessional.
Yeah.
I remember like that used to be intense, man.
Yeah, fair enough.
Anyways, yeah, interesting with jiu-jitsu. That's good. You got to figure it out.
Yeah.
I've been getting into some hobbies and stuff too.
I know you've been. So yo, totally random. I'm gonna let you fucking deep dive into this, but this guy, me and Manrav, you know, we're like texting back and forth, trying to, you know, set like dates for the podcast, whatever. And this guy hits me with, "Hey, Ekdeep, I'm just gonna be a little late tonight for our like call." I'm like, "Okay, I know." He's like, "What are you up to?" Right? He's like, "I'm going to pickleball." I look at this message right on my phone, and I'm just like, "Manrav playing pickleball is like the funniest shit I've ever like thought of in my like." Yo, Harkir, imagine him playing pickleball. It's just I can't.
There's nothing actually funny with it. Okay, look, like it's actual support, bro.
No,
Like,
no, I'm
when you go to
proud
the
of you.
arena, it's like you. Then there's like 80-year-olds taking it super seriously.
Yeah.
There's like 40 years olds. Honestly, I haven't seen like 20-year-olds playing it. Here, get us some stats. Like, do young people play pickleball? Because
Yeah.
I just got into it. Like, I don't know. I feel like hobbies and stuff is important. And then it's like something to do. It's like super active. I've been getting into like keeping your heart rate high just for the sake of it. Because like obviously like as you like now I just like we're gonna get into biohacking, but I like optimizing stuff. And I realized like just keeping like an elevated heart rate like frequently is like the single biggest key to long-term health.
Okay.
Like like
I can see that.
you know what I mean? Like bumari and the carne, all that
yeah,
shit.
true.
And then so like pickleball is like one of those things, man. Like we go like 4 guys from the company from work, and then we just go like intense competition. Like we're
Really?
like drenched in sweat. Like
Holy shit! How long are your like pickleball sessions go for?
like 2 hours long.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, so I have a question about pickleball. So like,
It's just like badminton, but it's faster.
okay, yeah.
To be
So
honest,
that's
it's
what I
like,
was gonna
like
ask.
badminton's a little bit too slow motion.
Okay,
That's
that's
and tennis is a little bit like
too
Or
much.
you know Serena Williams sing either, right? Like cardio and shit's intense. So then pickleball's a good medium.
Fair enough. But this is what I was gonna ask though. Is it true that like this pickleball is like more of like a old man sport? Like it's a retired like one that you just see there. They're just going ham. Like
I don't know. I mean, like the sport only came out like 2-3 years ago.
no,
So, like, I
that's
guess-
cap. There's no way. Harkir fact
It's
check
been
that.
out.
There's
bro.
no way.
It's been out. It's been out.
It's been
been
out. There's
out?
no way.
Yeah.
I'll give you
There's
a
no
date.
way. 2-3 years.
Do young
bro?
people play it?
Yeah. Accordingly, most of the people playing pickleball are actually like in between 18 and
Yeah,
44.
I'm a trendsetter, front of the pack.
It's more like
set the trend.
30 to 40-year-olds playing pickleball
Yeah.
than seniors.
Holy shit. Here's the
That's
thing.
actually crazy
That's
because you wouldn't think that, because I think like big tennis and big badminton, they kind of made the perception that like Borde play it.
That's
But-
what I thought.
You
No,
know
that's
what I mean?
literally what I thought. But yo,
That's like big tennis.
you're
like,
setting a
you know,
trend
you
though,
know.
because I've never seen a Singh play pickleball. This genuinely speaking, I've never seen it.
Yeah, but
Really?
okay,
I've never
it's
seen it.
not like Sings that play pickleball become influencers and shit.
Oh,
They're just like
obviously
normal
not.
people.
Yeah,
Obviously
just
not.
play
Just
it,
like
man.
normal people. You know
Yeah,
what
I'm
I mean?
not saying you're like fucking extravagantly different.
It's
bro.
not like NBA.
Pickleball has 50 million players in the U.S.
What?
Yeah, man.
Apparently.
It's a sick sport.
It's grown 200% in the last 3 years.
200% growth. Holy shit.
You know what- you know what-
That's an investment right
Buy
there.
up all the pickleball
But you know what's an
stocks.
interesting thing is that these people playing pickleball are taking up tennis and badminton courts.
Yeah.
So
So
people-
similar court.
Yeah, same court. So these
Yo, is it
both-
true though that pickleball like you can get injured pretty bad though? Because like, I've seen people like say they've like slammed up against walls, they've like broken their shoulders and shit. Like I've seen.
Not really, man.
I've
I
seen
think
some
it's
rowdy
pretty much,
shit.
it's like people that like break their legs standing up from the toilet. You know what I mean? Like it's completely preventable. It's like why would you like purposely like go flying into a wall?
But like you're
It's
trying
like
to
with
save
any,
it. You're trying to save it. Like the ball, you're trying to save it. No?
Yeah, no, because then like if you know it's gonna be out, you just call it. You're like out.
Ah,
Then you
fair.
just don't go for it.
So do you like go pretty ham though? Like because obviously you know we're young. Like we're
Yeah, I go pretty ham. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you gotta play for keeps in life and in sports and stuff. Like I realized like when I was young, things never used to be fun because we would just kind of play them for completion marks and like not be that competitive.
Yeah.
We'd all just be like, you know, like hanging out and shit. And
Yeah, yeah,
now
yeah.
I'm not like that at all. Now I'm like, okay, I've got to get like a good kick out of this. Like I've got to get in the zone. I got to feel like this is like life or death. Like, you know what I mean? Like if I win, like I've conquered, like, you know what I mean? Like
this kid.
and then I'm like, yo, like, I got to
British.
get in the zone. So we just lock in.
Damn.
Yeah.
You know,
like,
respect.
like a lot of pickleball games, like you don't say a word from the start to the finish because you're just like locked in and you're just like on demon time.
Yo,
It's
do you want to
crazy.
like teach me how to play pickleball one day?
It's really chill. Yeah, I'll bring you with me next time.
Oh, sick.
Yeah. But anyways, yeah. So I guess the whole thing is like, yeah, you've been playing jiu-jitsu. I've been playing pickleball. You know, hobbies and stuff. It's pretty
Yeah.
sick. I
One
didn't have
thing-
them for so long. I would just be focused on like only work.
Yeah.
And I realized like you become smarter, like stimulating other parts of your brain.
Yeah.
Like you will get ideas at pickleball, or like after pickleball, or it'll like let you like go of some things, and like all that stuff is so useful in life, yeah.
Do you want to explain to me that one thing you do where it's the so Manrav has this other
What?
hobby that he does apparently, and I find it interesting as fuck. Maybe Harkir gives his 2 cents on this too. You will rip COD, like you'll play COD while listening to a podcast because
Yeah, yeah.
it keeps you in the flow state.
Yeah.
So
I like that. It's a new hobby I got. So like I initially only got into COD because I was trying to like I'm so competitive, and I needed like an outlet that like wasn't work. I was like chill on like a Friday night or whatever. Yeah, it's like a sick combo. Yeah, so I actually started slaying in COD. I think I have a demon in me too because when I was younger, I used to have terrible like hand-eye coordination. Like I would always be the guy where people are like stealing my controller and shit because they're like the new kid and you want to
Yeah, fair.
like I was getting juttied and shit. And so now I have that like vengeance in me. Like, hey, I'm gonna fucking lock in. I'm gonna kill it in like sports. I'm gonna kill it in like
In
COD.
COD.
And like yeah, I'm pretty good in ranked, bro. Like, and so like I usually
You're playing
like,
ranked
it's
while
like-
listening to a podcast?
yeah.
You're wildin', bro. You're wildin'.
There's no audio on there too.
What kind of podcast are you listening to?
I really like Acquired. I like business breakdowns and stuff. Basically, like going through like usually I wouldn't be naturally exposed to so much shit.
Yeah.
Like outside of tech, but like business breakdowns on acquired, for example, like random industries. It's really interesting.
Don't you have to like lock in to watch those type of podcasts?
No,
'Cause
you
how are
don't, man, because
No?
you're just listening to it.
Fair enough.
And you just rip and
Wait, so
copy.
like,
he might be on
like I could just imagine.
Like bunda get the
You're onto something.
Yeah.
I might
Otherwise,
try
you just
that.
listen to the podcast.
Fair enough. I could just imagine this guy like playing COD rank, just like not even caring, like just casual, right?
But
And there's like some like 16-year-old kid on the other side, 14-year-old kid on the other side, cracked off like G Fuel or something, and just like, yo, why am I not winning it?
Why am I
Matters on
not
what's
winning
I don't know. Like I don't know if it started because like I became kind of like one of those guys. Like you know how like people joke about like millennials, like you have to put Subway Surfers on the bottom,
Yeah.
put the task on the top or the video on the top. That's how they pay attention.
Huh.
So like whenever I would have like some work to do that was like more just getting shit done and not like thinking about things, I would always just start like watching shit on like YouTube at the same time or like podcasts and stuff.
Okay.
And then it just kind of flowed into COD. It's pretty sick, but I'm also kind of like a Subway Surfers guy like that, where like if I'm only fucking playing COD, like I'll get so bored. I'll be like, "Pancha load hoi janda, haje load nahi hoya, haje you know what I mean? Like, oh fuck, I have to wait 5 seconds to respawn. I was getting upset and shit.
Oh fuck.
You need like constant like mental stimulation. Like I'd definitely be one of those dogs where like if you left him in a house and went on vacation, like he fucks up the whole house. You know what I mean? Because like he doesn't know what to do. Like he just fucking goes crazy.
Just bouncing off the walls.
Give me something. Give me something. Give me something.
Yeah. But I like it. It's kind of like you have a thirst and a strive for knowledge, bro.
Yeah,
You
you're
fucking learn a lot of shit. Like if you look
Oh,
back
yeah.
after like 3 months, you're like, holy, I know so much stuff I didn't before.
Thirsty guy.
Yeah.
He's on
Yeah, but pretty sick. It's good to have hobbies. And like the biggest thing is that they're natural to you. Like when I look around, I don't know anybody else who is like in my like profile. Like I don't know, some random young Punjabi guy that like watches F1, but then like rips COD and plays podcasts and then also plays pickleball. But like that's kind of the beauty of it now. I feel like before I used to have hobbies where I just looked at what people do and then I would just kind of try to have the same life as them. Like, oh, these guys fucking go to cafes and eat food all day. Like I'm gonna go to cafes and eat coffee or eat food or whatever, right? And then I got into like, okay, what do I like? And it became like so enjoyable. When you discover that like you're so unique and you can just love the uniqueness about you. Like, I don't know, there's something so different in that.
Yeah.
I think like that can be the theme, right? It's like whatever type of life you live, like love that shit because that's actually you. And it's not even like it's not even like it's something you try to do. Rather, it comes when you stop trying to do shit. When you
100%.
stop trying to fit in and do other shit, you become authentic. And when you become authentic, it's like natural. You know what I mean? Like it's just fucking, you just get the hobbies. You don't have to like go think and see what other people do.
Yeah, reflecting even on the fact that like, you know, we took this break from the podcast, I feel like it was so beneficial because you discovered so many things about yourself. I don't even know if I ever would have done jiu-jitsu had I not like been in that place of like looking for things to do. And like I've always wanted to do it. So, you know, it's like, it's good to kind of experience that for yourself too.
Yeah, it's also like jitte bhi like, you know what I mean? Like tere baale yaar dost ban gaye utte like you get hath kadiyan, like you get handcuffed there.
That's
And it's
true.
like you're gonna have difficulty when you like, for example, experience like upward mobility in your life. Like you start doing really good in one area and then all the other guys are like, hey bro, like you used to fucking chill with us every day and we always used to do this one thing and now you're not about it anymore. Now you think you're fucking nuts, eh? Like you're on some different shit. And you're gonna have this like weird ass like experience of like, who even am I? Like, are these guys my friends or what are they? And it's so fucking like kind of dramatic. And like, versus if you just have that from day one, where like, yeah, I'm gonna be close to people, but I'm also not gonna get so close that I become like in this hive mentality of like, he can't move on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
100%.
Like continuing to just fucking be uncomfortable and push this shit. Cause yeah, like native, like groupthink just happens in groups like that. Like it just becomes like fucking, like I'm not gonna try anything different because everybody's gonna be like, oh, this guy thinks he's nuts now. What the hell is he doing? And this shit just keeps you authentic.
But dude, one thing that you wanted to talk about on this podcast today that I was actually super interested in because I've heard about it, but I haven't really deep dived into it. And I was like saving it for this podcast. I really want to like actually have a genuine sort of reaction to it too, is this topic on biohacking. What the fuck is biohacking? As he cracks an energy drink.
Biohacking is like one of the greatest new trends of all time. I think it's one of those things that you can get lost in the sauce or you can do it like very effectively. Like I think it's just a brand name for this whole wider movement towards like actually giving a shit about your health. And like for so long it was like just pushing your body like slavery.
Yeah.
But then at the same time it's like, I don't know, for me at least, as I've moved like further in life, I've always felt like longevity. Like, okay, like if I just keep doing what I'm doing for another 15 years, everything I want is inevitable.
Yeah.
I'll be there, no problem. But the problem is like burnout and wanting to take a 2-month vacation because you're fucking like all this shit. So biohacking kind of goes across everything. Like, I don't know, like, so a lot of the new trend was actually started by Brian Johnson. I don't know if you guys know Brian Johnson.
Is he that guy that's like very pale? Like I'm not trying to call him out.
He's a
on
Caucasian guy. Deep.
Yeah.
You live in North America. So I don't know if you're saying like all
No. Like he's like
pale?
incredibly like.
He's not that pale.
No. Like he's incredibly like very clear skinned pale. Like it's like
If you like saw that face, you never forgot it.
dude. I like because you know why I saw him on the Logan Paul podcast. Like the
Oh, you got on there? That's crazy.
Yeah,
Good
he was
for
on the
him.
Impulsive podcast. I believe it was like a year ago. Hercule just fact checked that for me. But I think he was on it like a year ago. But yeah, he was talking about something related to his health and stuff. But I didn't know who he was at that time. I found out recently who Brian Johnson is. I've just never really looked into it as much. But I heard he is like moving very different now.
His routine's not like that crazy, but it's really crazy to normal people. Like he basically sold, I think it was Venmo, but he started a startup. It got super like obviously global, like they do, and then it got acquired, and then he exited for like 800 million, but he took home like 300.
Yeah.
And then after that, he just got obsessed. Like this is where I think he's done really good. His brand used to be like, I'm gonna conquer death. Like, don't die is humanity's greatest achievement. And I hated that. I was like, yo, this is against Guruji's hukam. Like, the trees all die, the people all die, the grass all dies. Like, this is life is death. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But then I think he realized that, like, nobody gave a shit about that. And then he got on this. Like, for example, like, his routine is, like, he wakes up at 4:30 in the morning. He eats all of his meals for the day before 11 a.m. He has over 100 pills every day. He starts the morning with 54 pills. He spends $2 million a year on his private team of like 30 to 35 doctors that take care of him, and test everything. He monitors and measures things even down to his like nightly erections to like establish like how youthful he is and like if he's a kid or not. He uses an electromagnetic chair to strengthen his pelvis, and he recently underwent blood transfusion for plasma with his kid who's 18 to experience like if younger people's blood makes you younger as like a 46-year-old, and then he gave his blood to his grandpa. So he's like obviously like this fucking alien. Like your average person looks at him and they're like, yeah, that's how like he like a bus is gonna truck and then he's gonna die at like 70. At least that's what I used to say, right? Like, but then he really pivoted now into like a really wholesome brand, and I really like it now. Like I always see him on my feed on X, and he's always just like. It's kind of like, you know how like in Gurbani it says like the greatest gift is the human body and like human flesh and like he's kind of like humanity's he's kind of like humanity's greatest achievement is just going to be putting the value on existence that it deserves, like taking care of your body in every way you can because it's fucking valuable, and I like that a lot more.
No, that's pretty cool. But what the fuck is he taking for 100 pills, bro? Because I take quite a bit of pills. I'm not gonna lie.
He takes a lot, bro.
I take like probably close to 20 a day. Like between 15 or 20.
He posted all online.
But like 100 is crazy.
It's all online.
Like, cause like fuck, man. What is he taking? I'm so confused.
Like I did learn a lot of good shit from him. I'm not gonna lie. Like for example, like he always wakes up and then he sits in front of like a sun lamp, like for like 30 minutes, bro. Like when I got my Amrit Villa in check, like I started waking up at 3:45 every day. I would have trouble for so long, and then I got one of those sun lamps that he recommended. I put that shit in front of my bed. I set a timer on it, so then it just goes off. It's obviously bright as shit, right? But you also like you walk out of the room and you're just like, like you just feel like it's like the middle of the day. There's something to it where you kind of like trick your brain. Yeah. That shit is just so bright. It's like obviously all the vitamin D. It's not like a light like these. It's like an actual like UV. I don't know whatever kind of light it is. And yeah, you just trick the shit out of your brain. And like I would like wake up at 4:30, go to morning Samran, and then I would just be feeling like it was like 1 p.m. and I still do that. And it's fucking amazing. Like I learned that from him. And even like in one of our offices, we don't have windows. And then at first it was chill, but then after a while I was like, man, why did we do this? And then I got one of those lamps there too. And then it'll be like 9 p.m. and I'll just be like, yeah, like I won't even feel like it's like night, and it just keeps me wired, bro.
Holy.
That's like biohacking, for example. Like that's like fucking biohacking.
Do you feel like it's better than what you're drinking right now, like caffeine wise? Like, do you feel like the lamp does more?
It's about like I'm talking from a sustainability, longevity perspective. I honestly think like, well, the caffeine's good for getting you like the focus element of it, where it helps you kind of lock in on one thing and not be all zip zap all around the place. But that shit is amazing for just like getting awake and getting in the zone. And yeah, I think it feels the same, if not better. Oh wow, okay. Because it's not like chemical, and you don't build it's caffeine's not chemical, but you don't build a whatever it's called, like a when you get used to it, stops working. Yeah. You don't build that shit to that because it's like literal biology. You know what I mean? Like when I fucking came back from India, because I got really into F1 too, and then so like what are their routines when they travel? Because for them, like hand-eye coordination has to be at your top, bro. Like if you go from like Europe to like Singapore and you're like a little bit sleepy and shit, you're getting juttied in the race. You know what I mean? Like, and your car is worth like fucking $100 million. Like you're getting juttied by them and the team and the finance and everything. So for those guys, like when they travel, they either like just keep the same time zone, or what they do is like they obviously have the lamps and shit. but then they'll like wear sunglasses when they get there so that like their circadian rhythm doesn't get thrown off and just keep like the original sleep schedule. And like I started low-key doing shit like that when I came back from India too. Like in the last few days, I just started forcing like a wild ass sleep schedule. I came back, I wore like sunglasses and shit. Like I used lamps, straight asli like swad, bro. It was straight swad, bro. Like there was no fucking problem, bro. I felt like the man. It was great. You know what I mean?
This guy,
Just swad, bro. Like,
Yo, but there has to be some
that's
bullshit.
biohacking because it's like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
I get it.
valid,
This is
bro.
biology, the
It's
hack.
valid. It works.
But yo,
Yeah.
like Harkir, you could probably search this too. There has to be some bullshit like biohacking habits that people have. There has to be something.
No,
that's
yeah, there definitely is.
There has to be something that's so like out of pocket or just so like just bizarre. Like like what you're saying, I can understand. I can appreciate the lamps and the Annika and shit. Sure, I get that. But there's someone out there that's doing some bullshit. I can feel like, cause someone probably taking this shit to the extreme. Because didn't Brian Johnson do that thing where he's like, I felt like all the microplastics like excrete from my body.
So Brian Johnson, like he doesn't do juice cleanses, but he does some shit. I don't know what it was, but after he did this one therapy with his body, I remember he came out and he posted on X like that he measures like microplastics in every bodily fluid. And he was talking about how after he did some therapy, like the microplastics went down like in his blood and his semen and everything. And like everybody in the comments of the X started just like, man, bro. Like, but then also, like there's like random alpha males in there commenting like, yeah, man, like real men don't have microplastics in their fucking fluids and shit. And like it's just like it is entertaining. I'm not gonna lie.
Fair enough. I mean, shout out Brian Johnson.
I don't know how he got out the micro. Oh, it was sauna. He posted a really good article on sauna, bro. Like that shit. So basically, like he posted this. I don't know if you want to look it up. He posted a thread. It went really viral. It was like a week ago max, about like all of the benefits he's experienced from doing sauna every day. That was where the microplastics was from. Like it came out of his whole body. And then because like obviously he's coming off like a lifetime of just eating whatever. Now he's super healthy. Like.
And I've seen online like a lot of the biohacking. What happens that people get too obsessed and they ignore like the fundamental things like diet and sleep, and then they just use the biohacking stuff to compensate for that.
Fair.
Yeah, 100%, bro. Because even like Gurbani, in a lot of lines, it talks about how like when your surti is pure, like you don't get bimariyan. Like your body only gets diseases. It's kind of like spirit comes. And Brian Johnson talks about that in a worldly way. He'll be like, oh yeah, like studies show that without companionship and family and love, like your lifespan decreases by like 30 years. Cause like you're not built to be like lonely and shit and just sit in your room like so many people do nowadays. But then that I think that goes hand in hand with just like, dude, when you're always must and like, you know, like, I don't know, into spirituality and like staying in the present and stuff, you don't get like tension and shit too. And all the tension and shit, they kind of bring you bamariya in the same way. It's pretty interesting.
Yeah, no, I think the biohacking thing in general though is pretty cool.
People go crazy though, bro. You see like fucking bondus online that have like no job, no responsibility, no nothing. They're like, oh, like I didn't take my vitamin D today, my zinc di goli lani hai, sunlamp, but yeah, like at that point it's useless. Like figure out what the purpose of your life is first, bro.
You gotta be on top of everything or not be on top of anything.
Yeah,
that's how I look at it. Obviously, build up habits, but if tu job nahi karda, na school jana, na kuch karda, bas घरे बैठे बस TV देखी ना, and then you're like, मम्मी मैं आज बहुत कीता पुत मैं sun lamp सवेरे जगाया, तो मैं पूरा biohack.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. One last thing that I've started doing and it benefited me a lot too was like, so when I was in India, like everybody got like tatiyan, like ultiyan and shit, right? Like as happens in India.
Yeah.
And then so they would go to the doctor and get like TK, like in their ass flesh, right?
Yeah. This is totally normal in India, by the way.
It would kind of be like a version of the banana pack that you get at hospitals here.
Okay.
It would just be like basically like vitamin B12 pack, right? Yeah. And it would just get you like camp, but like no actual drugs. And it was just like, let's say you're hella dehydrated, just hella fucked, and like your body's like low on everything, like it just gets you camp, right? I started researching what's in it, and because after it, like you feel so good. Like I was talking to ChatGPT kind of as my doctor out there too, like back and forth. And then I realized like, yo, when I took the B12 shot in India, I started feeling like temperature more. I started feeling like the wind felt better. Like I started feeling less cold, and like I started feeling just like more alive, and like, you know, like I want to go, like I want to experience shit and like just be like, have good energy all day. And so when I came back, I started taking a vitamin B12 supplement, like a drop. Holy bro, that shit was game changing. Like I feel like for vegetarians, like it's a game changer.
I've fucking been telling you this since I met you.
No, but you put me on so much weird shit.
No, I didn't, bro. I put you
like
on
so much random shit.
I put you on
like I spent so much money on fucking supplements. I didn't take any of them because they were all like no difference.
Yo, I told this I told this fucker to take zinc, magnesium,
And magnesium was traumatizing because the goalie was too fucking big. I kept choking on that shit and just like barfing in my own house, bro. So like I just stopped all that shit. Now I just take
It's not
vitamin
my
B12
fucking
and
fault. You
creatine.
can't fucking take a goalie, man.
The goalie are too big, bro. That's why if you're for B12 I got oral drops. Because yeah, goalie are wild, bro. I feel like it's not a skill you want to be proud of too. Is like swallowing like all this fucking bullshit all day, like like biting it and shit.
Okay. So my bad. Sorry.
My bad, you don't develop that skill.
Sorry, bro. I'm sorry.
No,
I had to develop the skill.
I don't fucking skill max that one, alright?
Yeah, bro. I biohacked my way to success on that one, buddy. Holy fuck. I started small, bro. I started with the small ones and I built my way up.
That's fucked up, man.
You went from 10 bills a day to 20.
Jumping right into the next topic. I've got some data here. Anti-Sikh hate crimes remain stubbornly high. FBI data confirms Sikhs are still the third most targeted religious group in U.S. hate incidents. 153 attacks last year. After number 1, Jewish community, number 2, the Muslim community, and right before the Hindu community at number 4.
Wow. You know what it is? I don't even find that hard to believe. Genuinely speaking, because and like no victim mentality here. Like I'm just gonna say it for what it is. Just the rise of the amount of you see on social media is fucking increased. Obviously, people say it's a vocal minority. It's always been a vocal minority, no matter what. But it has gotten way more prevalent. I've seen. It
has. I went to Detroit not long ago, and for some stuff, and I was in downtown Detroit, and a bunch of people came up to me, and they're like, "Oh yeah, like you don't look right. Like you don't look like the right thing. Like I know like you Muslims think that we should all be like you, like we're not gonna be like you." Like I got into this whole kind of scene, right? And then I didn't say anything back though, because it was like Detroit. So then I just kept walking, but I was like, wow, I've never experienced that, not even in New York, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, it's definitely gone up, and it's definitely gone up. And the question is why. One place I think it's almost even gone up that people didn't expect Punjabi and Sikh hate to go up in is Canada. And I think that's because it's a mix of things. Like, sure, there's been like, sure, you can put fault on the government, but you can also say like the economy hasn't kept up. You can also say like Canada has like a mafia ring of people that want to make sure housing doesn't come down. And so people are, one thing I was reading is that like when people feel like they can't even afford a house and participate in a system, they're like, fuck the whole system. It's one of those things, right? So where people have all of this negative emotion, it's definitely an easy target to throw it into, right?
100%.
And so it's like, just ganda parna siga, like karandina ganda nahi parna siga, right? Like it's kind of like backlash, but it sucks for all people of color overall.
Because a lot of people, and it's not all people.
It even sucks for people that just like generally live there, because you're just living in a tatty-ass environment, like all negative and shit, right?
Yeah, but I was gonna say it's not all people that think like this.
But I honestly think it's just a result of like when people feel like they can't afford like what is the main purchase in their life, they like wait to get married until they have a house. They get married and the girl's like, hey, like when are we gonna stop renting this apartment? And then they see other people like very successful that are of color. You're just gonna put 2 and 2 together and just go that way like 90% of the time, 80% of the time. So it's obviously very tragic. Like one group that's been getting a lot of hate is Tim Hortons, and they actually put out a statement that I want to go to. We kind of have 2 segments. Like one of them we're gonna dive into kind of what's going on, and the other one we're gonna dive into what the solution is and how Sikhs have reacted in the past to hate and how we can put it to bed this time. So another place that a lot of hate has been getting directed is Tim Hortons. Sarandi favorite Chachu's double coffee has all of a sudden been getting cancelled. Look, can they band kar do? There's too many like people of color working there. They don't like it. So Tim Hortons surprisingly put out a statement against all of the controversy, but it's like, what controversy? I don't know. Because for me personally, like there's always been noise and I just read past it. I'm like, who actually cares? So the fact that it's gotten to the point that Tim Hortons actually cares, like the hate has gotten enough that Tim Hortons genuinely gives a shit when they clearly have not given a shit about the quality, about the experience, about anything in so long, right? The fact that they care about all of this hate and put out a statement, very powerful.
Wait, Tim Hortons put out a statement?
Yeah, they put out a statement. So I'm going to read it.
Fuck.
So it's called, the name of the statement is Complete Tim Hortons Statement. So
holy shit. Okay, go.
It says facts about Tim Hortons and the Temporary Foreign Worker Program. December 4th, 2025. At Tim Hortons, we believe every team member deserves respect. Recently, we have seen troubling incidents of hateful behavior both online and in our restaurants directed at people based on assumptions about who looks Canadian. This is unacceptable. No one in our restaurants or in Canada should ever be harassed for who they are. Across the country, about 100,000 team members work in 3,800 restaurants. We're incredibly proud of their hard work, blah, 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 blah. And then it goes into the facts, which are more than 95% of Tim Hortons employees are hired locally. Less than 5% are hired through the temporary foreign worker program, which is federal, which is tightly regulated program that requires employers to provide a labor shortage. Okay, something like that. Temporary foreign worker applications are not allowed in regions with higher unemployment rates below required provincial wage thresholds, whatever that means. Hiring with the temporary foreign worker program is not a cheaper option. Owners receive no government subsidies. They pay competitive wages and often cover additional costs such as travel. Oh, interesting. Hiring locally is always the simpler and more cost-effective option. So then, and that's pretty much the main of it. The rest of it just kind of goes into like corporate propaganda. So yeah, like I'm not trying to hate on my own people. I'm just trying to pick apart the statement, see what's true and what's not, and if this is like an appropriate response. What do you guys think?
I'm gonna just straight up say it for what it is. What did they say? 95%. We have it here. 95% of Tim Hortons employees are hired locally.
Yeah, but look, like, so this is my argument. Like, I'll play the straw man, you play the steel man, or whatever. So I'm saying, like, okay, like 95% are hired locally. Let's go to like a postal code in Toronto, or a postal code in Calgary, or a postal code in Surrey.
Okay.
95% of people in a postal code could be brown ethnicity, like Punjabi or Hindu or something, right?
I understand
So
that.
so it's completely valid. And then if you bring anything up, it's like, okay, now you're racist. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Okay, fair.
I think one thing that this leaves out is backroom deals. Because most temporary foreign workers come in through some sort of like bribe or advanced payment or some sort of payroll deduction. And that's all off the books. So it's easy to come out and say like, hey, on paper, we're wonderful, but nobody cares about us on paper. I really believe that like there's nothing wrong with Tim Hortons. Like I love that there's always a wide variety of people working there.
Yeah,
But
no,
I also think that it needs to be admitted that temporary foreign workers usually pay some sort of hush money, bribe, advance, whatever. And that's what people's beef is. And it's not like what the statement kind of makes it out to be, which is like we're doing everything.
There's no issue with brown people or any ethnic group working at Tim Hortons. That's not the issue.
Yeah.
It's never been
Like
the
I
issue.
honestly think when auntie makes coffee, it's better tasting.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm like, wow, like it's boss swad banai
Sure.
hai. Like I don't discriminate, bro.
Okay. Harkir, do you want to read out some of these comments for us?
The first comment is by Dope Francis. He says, I guess my area just has all 5%.
Oh,
all
my
5%.
So out of the 95% people hired locally, he has the 5%.
He has all the
Francis be
TFP.
checking papers or some shit that he
I
knows.
guess
Someone
my
in
area just has all the 5%. Damn.
Yeah.
Okay.
Our
Wow.
next comment comes from Rickans 087.
Huh.
He says, I haven't seen a non-Indian working at Tim's in about 4 years
Yeah,
now.
but it's like news flash. Like Indians have been immigrating since the 60s.
Yeah.
Man, jo jwak juko ho jante hai, right?
Yeah.
Like these people are Canadian.
Fair enough. Okay, next one.
Next one is by MF Randy Fitzy.
Huh.
It says, I haven't seen a white, black, Asian person, there's a spelling mistake in here, working at Tim Hortons in the GTA for a couple of years now.
Okay, correction. We are South Asian.
Yeah.
So fuck you.
Yeah.
Your statement is incorrect.
I think like nobody wants reform with a temporary foreign worker program because everybody's in on it, right?
Yeah.
And that's just one of those things, man. Like this hate should be directed towards reform and like making the programs better. And like that's happening in a
Yeah.
lot of adjacent industries. Like a lot of people feel like they can't get jobs in factories and shit and warehouses because of the same program that's getting abused. So something needs to be done about that because people are just gonna want to kill each other up in Canada. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
unless like there's an actual, like it's all about like social mobility. Like people should be able to start, like for me, right? Like I started working minimum wage jobs and I worked better jobs and then I started a business because I understood so much. And so like people should be able to get minimum wage jobs, like
No,
teenagers
100%.
and shit,
Yeah,
right?
you
Like
got-
they gotta figure out how the world works.
100%. I think that's where a lot of people's argument is because again, like it's not the fact that there's these 35-year-old adults that are seeking employment at Tim Hortons like rapid amounts of numbers. Like there are a few obviously people that want to be employed.
I don't know.
There's
There is like some crazy stories about people whose like kids are in like high school and they're like, I don't know if they're lazy or not, but basically the story is like they cannot find a job, like period.
Oh,
like
yeah,
it's
yeah, all the
harder.
time.
It's harder to like find it's harder to find a job than it is to like find Jesus almost. You know what I mean? Like it's
Holy
so
shit.
hard to find
Okay,
a job.
buddy.
Like
Okay.
all right, buddy.
Tim Hortons is kind of in the situation where like if the whole, let's say it's like Michael Jordan in his prime, right? Like everybody wants his downfall. Everybody is waiting for Michael Jordan to fuck up. They're like, hey, like I can't wait to publish a news story that he's peaked and he's never getting better. Same thing with Tim Hortons. Like Canada's eyes are on Tim Hortons. So everybody's kind of projecting their negativity on him and they want him to fuck up. So like it doesn't help when they actually do fuck up. Like you have
Yeah.
like shitty experiences there. Like there was this one video on Twitter of like a cockroach in a cup of iced coffee.
Yeah,
And
that
then the
one.
employee was like, it comes from the warehouse. Like the cockroaches are like prepackaged in the
Yeah,
fucking
that's really
warehouse.
bad.
So they come shipped in and then we just pour it in. Like,
Part of the
so
order.
like you can't be caught. If you already have so many people trying to see you fall, you can't be making it easy for them.
Yeah.
You've got to
Yeah.
at least chuck the standards to get through this. Like it would be sick if it was like that being said, like this statement, it would be sick if at the end of it, it was like all that being said, we understand like some people are frustrated with the quality of service, not the ethnicity or the color of skin, but the quality of service. And we're taking XYZ to make it better so that you don't project like your late cold coffee into racism. Like we are going to be doing some changes.
That's exactly what
that
I'm
makes
saying.
sense, right? Like
That's it doesn't matter who the fuck's working in there. It's the service quality of the food and all that shit that you should give a fuck about, not the fucking person who's pouring your goddamn coffee at 6 in
or
the
can they
morning.
fuck a hook? Then people
Yeah, but okay, straight up, it doesn't matter who's pouring your coffee, serving your donut, making your food. It's all about the service at the end of the day. And it could be
Anyways, yeah.
whoever. If they fuck up your food, it's not because they're fucking brown. It's
Anyways,
because
yeah.
they just fucked up your food.
Yeah.
That's good, man. I think we covered it. Like I love Tim Hortons. I just
Yeah.
want it to be better.
Yeah.
But I think that all this stuff is misdirected because of other bad shit in society up there. But yeah, all good. I think we came across perfectly.
Straight up.
All that being said, I think now we can jump into how Sikhs have conquered other incidents of hatefulness in the past. Maybe what we can do now. So after 9/11 and like just in history, I have like 3 or 4 stories like max of just like how Sikhs have responded to just mass hate, and it is insane. And I think it's very important that it becomes remembered
Yep.
at all times, but especially maybe times like now where you work at Tim Hortons and you're getting coffee thrown in your face. So like post 9/11, there was a gas station in Mesa. Look up what state Mesa's in. I don't even look. I think it might be California, New York or something. So there's a worker at the gas station named Balbir Singh Sodhi who got shot and killed on September 15th. And then 9/11 was obviously on September 11th. So it was like just 4 days after. And it was like the first hate crime against Sikhs. In the United States, where the person who killed him actually came out and said, yeah, this is revenge for 9/11. He's a Muslim. And then there's so much like bitterness after that. He got shot dead. Some things to note. The gas station only closed for 1 day. And the reason it only closed for 1 day and it opened the next day is because they had a commitment that fear will not prevail. We're not going to live in fear. I'm not going to not work and not exist because I'm scared of society and I'm scared of culture and I'm scared of hate, which is beautiful. There's also the other side of it where his brother, Rana Singh Sodhi, after his brother passed away, he dedicated the next few years of his life traveling to schools and colleges to educate Americans on Sikh's message of peace. And one thing he used to say, one thing he said to the news at that time, which was insane, was that we lost our younger brother, we lost our brother, but his death actually brought people closer and it brought positivity, and that's what they focused on. They never went into that's going to be the continuing theme, is that Sikhs never go into victim mentality. There was reminders of for example, after all of the Golden Temple attacks, like we rebuilt the Golden Temple. After the gas station was attacked, we rebuilt that. After the Wisconsin shooting that we're getting into, they rebuilt the temple there too. And so it's just such a way of life of just forgiveness and not victim mentality. Like he even visited the person who killed his brother in jail, and he said that we forgive you. Like our family forgives you, which is insane, because there's definitely places where I think people are so astray that they would dedicate their life to getting revenge and killing somebody back, starting a turf war, starting a gang war. And then you look at like how true Sikhs have handled this stuff, and it's not like that at all. It's so much forgiving. So I think I'm just going to keep going on all these stories.
Yeah, fire away.
Go ahead.
So there's another one. Do you have something?
No.
It's
I'm pulling up the PDF.
real quick. Mesa is in Arizona. Just
Okay,
so
Messa's in Arizona, yeah. So shout out Arizona. Arizona's a beautiful state. So yeah, that's where it happened. Thanks for fact check. Okay, so the next one is Richmond, California. And this was very recent. This was in 2016, so it could have been one of you. The guy's name was Man Singh Khalsa. He was a Singh and he was a software engineer. I'm not saying like it could have been one of you like that, but I'm saying it could have been me, right? He was a Singh, he was young, he was in his 20s, and he was a software engineer. And he was brutally attacked in Richmond, California. There's a lot of Punjabis and people of color in California, and he was attacked. They targeted his thought, they targeted his gaze, and they actually cut his hair when they targeted him. They cut his hair because they know that like for Sikhs, like one thing is like our hair is sacred. God made it, but they cut it because they had all that hate. They gave him a black eye. And obviously in this story too, it's so easy to fill with bitterness and say like, hey, F these guys. Like, I want to get revenge. Let me go like fight other people and hurt other people and, you know, hate versus hate. But there was this super powerful moment in the court transcript where in 2017, everybody got so surprised. The onlookers were astonished till Man Singh Khalsa looked at the people that attacked him on the other side of the court, and he said, I still consider you my brothers. I hope one day you will learn more about me, more about my community, and one day consider me your brother too. And that's absolutely insane. Like, to go through that targeted hate incident, and then look at the person that did that and say, hey, you're my brother. You might have been misunderstood. I hope you learn more about me because I'm not the type to fight back. That's not what our gurus taught us. That is so amazing, and it puts us on such a pedestal where we might not be today anymore. And he really like, yeah, these are just Guruji's teachings. The media asked him like, how could you forgive them so quick? And he's like, these are just our values. So many local Sikhs at that time from different gurdwaras came on the news, and they're like, yeah, we just believe that we're all brothers and sisters and we all make mistakes in ignorance, and it's best to forgive others, which is just so crazy. At the same time, this gurdwara he used to go to in El Sobrante, California, they actually made a documentary about like Sikh hate crime and the shootings in Wisconsin called Waking in Oak Creek. And they put it out there, and they had a showing, and they invited like interfaith people, and they taught them about Sikh Hate. And so it's like it's like combat hate with education, not combat hate with hate. And it's just amazing. Like the finishing line to this story is, he didn't get known as a teacher. He didn't get known as a victim. He got known as a teacher, and he saw no enemies, but he saw like, hey, these are my brothers and they're misguided, which is so powerful. He like taught the whole world about Chardi Kala. You know what I mean? Like what it actually means.
I hope the two people that attacked him actually learned like a proper, like actually felt like, you know, like, holy shit, like what the fuck have I done? And actually learned from their mistakes and learned from their ignorance. Cause that's like
I think they will, man. I think that the reaction that you expect when you attack somebody, he's going to attack me back. You're ready for that. You're like, chest is up. You're like, man, this guy's going to come for me. I'm going to come for him again. I'm ready to go to war. But when your chest is out and you're like in hate mode and you're like, screw this whole community, and the community comes back and is like, hey, like, to be honest, like, we couldn't be bothered to fight back at you. We just hope that you learn. You seem like you need some help. You seem like you need some teachings. You seem like you got to be making better choices in life. That's when you actually think, and you're like, oh shit, like, this is not like when, you know, when I was fighting turf wars in my little city. This is like something way different, which is crazy. And one of the last stories is actually like about a pretty major thing. I think we were younger when it happened, but it was so huge in the whole world. It was when in Oak Creek, Wisconsin, a gurdwara got shot at by a deranged attacker. 6 people that were in the gurdwara got killed. Countless other people got injured. So much powerful stuff even happened after that. That wasn't fighting hate with hate. Like, they had a candlelight vigil. They invited people from the whole community to come there. And there was like, all I could find was like kind of like a journalist that wrote that people and we are struck by the community's willingness to forgive this man for his murder. Even like at that time, after those 6 people died, so many of the families of those 6 people came out and said, hey, like, we forgive the shooter. And like, where else do you see that? Like, I don't expect to see that. I'm even like, I was like shook, right? The police chief, his name was John Edwards. He's like, in my 28 years, I've seen a lot of hate. I've seen a lot of revenge, a lot of turf wars, a lot of back and forth. But the Sikh community's compassion, concerted support, their love, not wanting hate or revenge, how unique that is. And I think there's no better way to put it than like, that's who we are. So yeah, even the mayor of the city said the Sikhs' reaction of simply wanting to forgive the people and move on is exactly what happened. Like, there's not a neighborhood in Oak Creek, Wisconsin now where it's like, there's like a line and it's like, hey, like, non-Sikhs here and like white people over here. It's not like that at all. Yeah. One of the craziest things is like, after the mayor's event, there was community events where like the Sikhs of Oak Creek, Wisconsin actually like taught non-Sikhs about Sikhi, and they tied bugs on them. Oh shit. Like, it was like dastar bandi. Like, they tied dastars on them. They taught him like, who got like, dude, that's insane. Like, coming from that darkness, right? And it's like, they gave them langar. They did ardas for the shooters' families. And it's just, the closing line to this is, by choosing Chardi Kala, they avoided being terrorized and they avoided becoming victims. And instead they became like heroes, and they became like this beautiful community we are. Like, it's insane. It's just insane. Like tying the stars on people after that, it's insane. And I think this is who we are. Like, if you look at so many tragedies that have happened in Sikhi. Like people love to almost bring it into victim mentality that like Sikhs got shaheed here, they got shaheed there, they got shaheed in Oak Creek. And that kind of becomes their primary focus is like victims, right? But if you look at what happened after Oak Creek, when they tied the stars on people in the city and the police chief came out and on national American news coverage, he's like, I've never seen a group of people that are just so compassionate and show so much support and come together so well in this time. That's powerful. And that's what we need to think. Like, and even if you look back at things like the Saibjade, which was so sad and in December, where they passed away, if you look at how the Sikh community turned it into positivity, it's one of a kind, and it was the same formula. It was like, hey, when something really bad happens, we come closer, we get strength from it, not like negativity. We bring everybody together and we teach people who we are. Like, we're this strong group of people. It's insane. There's a lot of lesser known stories. This is the last one of this episode, and then we're pretty much good to wrap up. Yeah. But it's from the early 1920s, and I think it's lesser known, and it's from, do you know the Saki of Guru Ka Bagh Morcha?
No.
So there's this place in India called Guru Ka Bagh, and people don't really know what life was like in Punjab as a Sikh under the British in the 1920s. This was in like 1922, I think.
Yeah.
So in the early 1920s, there was many gurdwara that were just controlled by Mahants. That's it, Mahants. And what a Mahant was like a Granthi, but he was like backed by the British. He was like a businessman Granthi. Oh. Like he was kind of like an insider to the British Granthi that was meant to keep everybody in line. Like he was not like a true Granthi. Like a true Granthi, you're like, hey, his one and only responsibility is to the Gurdwara, to Guru Granth Sahib Ji. That's his one, no other responsibility. Nobody else he answers to. But these Mahants were like Bike Hoy Bande. Like they were like British's like hand-planted leaders. Like you cannot trust them with anything or they're going to go tell, right? So there was this one time back then that started this first morcha, the first protest, which was when this Mahant was so wild, this Granthi, that like he claimed that like all of the land that the Gurdwara was on, the land around it was like his private property, like his private property. Ooh. Like you can't, you know what I mean? Like take things from it. Wow. So the Sikhs needed firewood to make langar at that Gurdwara, right? In Guru Ka Bagh. And the Mahant guy, he was like, hey, like you can't take the wood. Like you have to pay me for it. Like this is like my wood. He was like, yo, like I get it. I'm the paper Granthi of this Gurdwara, but you can't use this wood. Like he was like, this is my private property. Right? Wow. And for so long, it was tradition that like, hey, when we're going to make the langar, we're going to take the dead trees, not even the alive ones, the dead ones, and we're going to heat them up and make our langar, right? And so that's what triggered it. That's what triggered it. Okay. So the Sikh leadership at the time, like whatever they called it, Akali leadership, they started the official Guru Ka Bagh Morcha. Now it has this name. Back then, Morcha means protest. It was just a protest. And so what they would do is like, it wasn't violent, but they would go to that Gurdwara every day and they would just get arrested. Because they would be there like peaceful protesting, right? They would go to Gurdwara, they would just get arrested. But then that didn't stop because it went on for a while. So then it came to Dande. So then what would happen, which was so heartbreaking, is that they would go there every single day, they would protest, they would hold their hands just like this, and then the British policemen would beat them with batons, like violently. Like they would get carried away unconscious. Like it was really bad beating. It wasn't just like, oh yeah, dande marte, right? So they would go there every single day and they would just protest silently in peace, like, hey, we just want to get the trees to make our langar, what is this private property crap? And they would just get beat basically to death, like unconscious, take away the bodies, and that's it. And they would go every single day. And the Sikhs didn't run away, or they didn't fight back. They just showed up every day like clockwork. There's a newspaper from the time. The quote was, men walked calmly to beatings that would have broken soldiers. So it was like beatings that would have taken a military man, broken him, like made him like delisted out of the military. Like these Sikhs would go there every day, Has Jodke get beat that hard with batons. And then there was public backlash, and there was public, because there was like newspapers, British sentiment, public opinion, the beatings stopped, they won the morcha, the story had a happy ending in this case, and the control of Guru Ka Bagh went back to the Sikhs. But it's a beautiful story for when you're facing hate and adversity, and it's like there's no need to rebel, but there is a need to stand up for yourself. Go there, stand in hukam, don't be violent. And when you have that, the crazy part that it comes to is like spiritual strength. It's like this is a perfect case of spiritual strength is greater than physical strength. These guys had such strong souls. Like even some of the British policemen from that time are on the record saying like it broke our heart to see these people line up here every day and just get beat to death. But they couldn't do anything because they weren't like generals. And so it's like, because we've always had, and any human has so much spiritual inner strength, that's what you can do. The power of that is just insane to realize. like a fully staffed army, a fully corrupt government, a fully like it's just an unbelievable story. And I think that's where, when you look at like Wisconsin shooting, you look at other hate crimes, how Sikhs respond, it's just beautiful. And it all teaches you something about, we always take the higher road and you can choose to do that. And if you take the lower road, you're kind of a dog on the chadar. You're kind of a stain. We don't do that. Like, look how we've always prevailed and look how iconic this stuff is. And it's inspiring, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Leads me into the end of it, which is in October 2025. One cool positive thing is that New York City actually named the corner of 114th Street and 101 Avenue in South Richmond Hill, a neighborhood in Queens, New York. They named it Guru Tegh Bahadur Way. In honor, on the corner of 114th and 101 Ave in Queens, it's Guru Tegh Bahadur Way, and that's in honor of the 350th anniversary of Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji giving their life and everything so that Hindus could have the freedom to simply exist and be Hindus. And that's why they named the street after Guru Tegh Bahadur, because it's such a beautiful story. There's a councilwoman there, Lynn Shulman, who said that Sikhi is a symbol, who said that this decision is a symbol of inclusion, respecting Sikh values of justice, dignity, and compassion. The council members there noted that Sikhs' contributions to the city as hard workers and their guru's values of religious freedom and human dignity transcends boundaries and division, and it aligns completely with American liberty and pluralism values in life. So it completely aligns with, like, you know, freedom, patriotism, America, and it's just like, yeah, like, let's just everybody just exist, you know? It's beautiful.
America.
Yeah.
America.
No,
like
man,
liberty, you know what I mean? Like freedom.
Yeah.
That's what America's all about. It's pretty sick.
There you go.
That's everything that I have.
Fuck, man.
That was amazing.
That's amazing. Thank you for sharing, Manrav. We appreciate it. Me and Harkir definitely learned a lot.
I learned a lot.
Some of the viewers obviously picked up and learned a lot. Thank you, Manrav, for introducing these
I
topics.
think it was great. Like, we started off with Tim Hortons and we took it all the way back to like 1700s. You know?
There you go, buddy.
It's a great connection.
Thank you, Manrav, for sharing. And like I said, if anyone has any questions or any sort of topics they want us to discuss, please let us know.
Anything you want to learn more about, because in this new season of Hours Before Midnight, we put in work, dog. We got teams. We put in the work. Like, we're researching.
Sure.
Like, I want to make it so that, like, things that you're gonna start to kake, learn online on Wikipedia after like weeks and days and hours, you listen to this and you just stay takada. You know what I mean?
That's it.
Just stay takada.
But yeah, before we end off today's episode, guys, we have a couple micro segments for y'all that Harkir over here will be spearheading.
We're doing 2 truths and 1 lie, law edition. So there's gonna be 2 real laws and 1 wrong law. You gotta guess which law is the fake law.
So like these laws are like
They're real from different countries.
Okay, cool. All right, hit me. Let's do it.
So I'm gonna hit you with a law from Germany, which is that if you escape prison and you don't hurt anyone, it's perfectly legal.
So that's one law. Okay.
That's 1 law.
Okay.
Our second law comes from Switzerland, which is flushing the toilet after 10 p.m. in some buildings is a violation.
Okay.
I'm gonna hit you with the third one, which is parents are fined if children under 14 walk home alone after 9 p.m.
Bro, it's got to be flushing the toilet, because like when nature calls, bro. How are you gonna make that illegal?
So
that's some North Korean shit.
So you're telling me that's the fake one?
I think so, yeah.
So it's either that.
Bro, how are you gonna make it legal? Bro, like if my parents had immigrated to Switzerland and my bibi baba were there and they were like, to see Ratan washroom nahi ja sakte, it's against the law. Bro, they would be like, this shit is worse than India, bro.
That's facts. Okay, so
No,
fuck, I feel like the Germany one has to be fake though, because like if you escape prison, like, you know, like
You don't hurt anybody.
even if you
Yeah,
don't
you
hurt,
don't.
you're in
If-
there for a reason. What
Give everybody a fist bump.
if I hurt someone? That's why I went to Germany prison, and now I escaped, and I was like, oh yeah, you're off scot free, buddy. Like what? I think that's fake. There has to be. I think the two.
Okay, which one's actually fake?
All right, we're locking in. Okay, the real fake one was the parents are fined if children walk home under 14 walk home after 9 p.m.
No
Which means in
way.
Switzerland you can't take a dookie after 10 p.m. and in Germany you can't escape legally.
You can escape legally in Germany.
So the
Oh my
reason
God.
why you get fined if you're hurt is because the court or the government will legally fine you for hurting someone in prison. But the act of escaping is perfectly legal, because that is that's like a form of your freedom and getting your independence. So they're like, okay, under
Human
that,
right.
and it's a human right. You know.
So
like
if you
freedom.
full styles escape a Germany prison, no matter what the fuck you did to get inside the jail, you're out.
If you're in a court, you already just grab a helicopter and get on out of there. Like, it's perfectly legal. If they
That's why-
find you, then obviously the prison itself can like maybe search and like find for you. But the prison doesn't find you, like they can't do anything.
That's why Europe.
Yourself.
That's fucking hilarious, bro. What the fuck?
That's why Europe's falling off, man.
I don't know about
Gotta fix
Switzerland,
that,
though.
bro. Because like, yo,
Think
let's say that you get a ring of people, right? And you're like,
Yeah.
hey guys, this is not an illegal organized crime group, but we're just gonna help me escape from prison. Everybody's gonna make a shit ton of cash. Then we're gonna do this across every prison. Nobody can get arrested for that, bro.
yeah.
You just let everybody out.
In Germany's not
This
the
is
only
like
country.
prison break.
It is, but
like,
like no
But the
consequences.
crazier one is that you can't take a dookie after 10 p.m.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy.
That one I don't even know.
That's kind of crazy. I ain't
That-
gonna lie. I
Sorry guys, I'm just in jail right now. I can't attend the podcast. Had some shit go down.
literally. What's next, bro?
France. Paternity tests were illegal for years unless court ordered. So you wouldn't know who your kids are. Okay.
Who your kids' parents are.
Hmm?
So you wouldn't know who your kids' parents are.
Yeah, you wouldn't know who your kids are unless the court said, okay, you can go do that. Another one from France. You can legally marry a dead person with government approval.
Okay.
And
That's fucked.
the third one is it's illegal to honk near hospitals at any time, even in traffic.
What country is that
What
from?
country is that from?
I think it's the Netherlands.
Netherlands. Shit. Okay.
Honk near hospital.
Netherlands one feels like it's
That shit
real.
don't make sense because the ambulance is gonna have a siren on it too, man.
Yeah, but I'm saying it's probably generalized pedestrian vehicles like me and you. We can't go going bing, bing, bing
Like,
like
do you
that.
think people with dementia are gonna start tripping out?
Holy fuck, bro! They're all go to jail. They're all go to jail.
Maybe they have like trauma from the war.
Vietnam.
They have like trauma from the war, and they're just like, oh, shit.
Beep.
Get to cover.
They're like beep. Oh.
It is really crazy.
So wait, so the Netherlands one, I feel like is true, just because I feel like it's just dumb enough. It's okay. It's like so obviously like it should be fake, but I feel like it's just like it's gonna be real. And the other two are so like the ones you don't know who you don't know who the parents are for the child.
Yeah, so you can't get a paternity test unless the court orders it.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
That's from France.
From France.
France has been.
That
on
makes
some-
sense because France
yeah.
is like some pretty horny.
Yeah,
motherfuckers.
France is on some bullshit. Yeah.
Bon
France,
job.
yo, he's right. France has been on some bullshit
You know,
recently.
like in like other religions, it's like adultery means death penalty. Like in Dubai,
Yeah.
like adultery is like illegal. I
Yeah.
think France is like the opposite of that.
They're like, it's good.
cheating, shooting.
They're like, oh, enjoy. it."
Hello,
Okay, so there's that one, and then what's the third one?
The third one was you can legally marry a dead person with government approval.
And that's also France.
That's also France.
I'm going with the dead person one.
You know the dead person that's fake? What are you
Yeah.
going for?
Ah, fuck. I feel like the dead one is just gonna be real and it's gonna piss me off, so I'm not gonna say it's that one. I'm gonna say it's the paternity one.
Okay.
Please, Arkir, don't tell me it's the dead one.
Both of you guys are wrong. Those are both real laws.
Holy bro.
Real laws in France. France is officially wilding.
Wait, what?
What's the real law?
The real one.
Oh, what's the fake one?
fake one was the honking next to the hospital.
Oh.
That's fake.
That's fake. That's not a
So
real one.
so you can marry a dead person in France,
Yeah.
and you can.
With government approval. If the government says you can marry that dead person.
Wait.
Yo, imagine working in the government office and you're giving the approval.
You're like, Hanji.
You're like analyzing. Okay, like
Are you digging up like the corpse and shit for like the ceremony?
I don't
Like,
know, there's
I'm
not
kind of
that-
confused.
I don't know.
Like, what if
I think it's a pretty crazy job.
What if
though.
the like wait, how are you gonna get married? Like,
probably for some, like,
I'm so
Imagine
confused.
like you like send in the screenshots. You're like, yo, she said she was gonna marry me 100%, man. Like, look at this. You know, you're like sending the government like the receipts and shit.
Holy,
You're like, oh yeah, like we agreed. And then the guy's like, okay, you're good.
you good? You can have her house.
I feel like it might be some shit to do with government benefits too, because France has a lot of welfare.
It's probably that. And it's also probably if they have any sort of asset to their name. Imagine someone gets murked like off the street. It's some random girls like yeah 100% I want to marry the guy.
Yeah, I had half of their stuff, right?
I'd have to shit. I could see that.
I
And some
could see that
random
too, bro.
fucking official in government's like yeah fuck it buddy you can be out Allah.
That's
They have a
true.
whole fucking landcars. The guys aren't even there.
That's true.
You're just a girl by yourself walking yourself around.
It's insane.
For the
bro.
llama and shit, there's not even a dude there.
That's so dark.
That's actually so dark.
Editing with AI, right?
You imagine?
In the
Her so yo, short story. Like her kid's a wedding photographer, so a wedding videographer as well. Like imagine you show up to an Ankarj in France, right? There's like it's just one person, and they're doing the llama by themselves.
They're just carrying a giant ass casket around. It's like, okay, we're almost there.
That's crazy.
There's just 5 dudes passing around a casket with the girl. I can't.
Oh, it's gonna be like like that one meme in 2020, like the guys are dancing and stuff with like the casket.
Oh yeah, dude. Holy fuck. Okay, do you have any more laws or is that it?
Oh, we got another one. This is gonna be our last one.
Okay,
Alright.
hit me.
First one's from Germany.
Okay.
Vacuuming on a Sunday can get you fined.
What the fuck's wrong with Germany, bro?
Second law, Italy. I don't know why they're all European countries. It's illegal to die in some towns. Quote, because there's no cemetery space.
Okay.
Okay.
We'll leave it. Stop it.
That's so stupid.
Third one,
Dude, nahi bar sakta.
it's illegal to mow your lawns on Sundays nationwide.
So you have the first one is it's illegal to mow your lawn.
First one is Sunday vacuuming can get you fined.
Sunday vacuuming get you fined. Okay.
Second one, it's illegal to die.
It's illegal to die in
You
certain
can't
towns.
die by law.
There's no cemetery.
Okay.
No cemetery. We can't bury you. And then it's illegal to mow your lawns on Sundays.
Mow your lawn
lawns.
Mow your lawn
on Sundays.
on Sundays nationwide.
Nationwide.
No one in the country.
Like 100%. Like yo, aaj tusi nahi
Like
kar
if you're
sakde.
caught with a lawnmower, like anywhere near your lawn, like they're taking the lawnmower and your car keys. Like they're taxing you. For being a bad
They're
guy.
repossessing your
real freedom
lawnmower.
fighter for that one.
They're repossessing your
And your
lawnmower.
car just takes some
And
money.
your car. Nice.
So in case you're gonna go buy another lawnmower.
Okay, so Manrav, out of these three, what's most likely to be fake? The law, it has to be the dying one, bro. There's no way. You can't tell me that like.
I
Okay,
think
you're
it's
putting-
a vacuum one, man.
Bro, like imagine you're
What
like,
a little robot vacuum. That poor guy's gonna go to jail. A little robot that's, you know, those little robot
oh,
vacuums?
the robot
Roombas.
ones, yeah, the
Yeah,
robot,
take him to
Roombas,
jail. Lock up the Roombas.
arresting the Roomba with the handcuffs and shit.
Yeah, like FBI dropping from the ceiling.
Are you
Freeze right
vacuuming?
there. It's fucking some shit Germany would waste money on.
Dude, but like the dying one just has me fucking in shambles right
That
now.
one
because
is kind
they-
of that's like some real smart guy that made that law.
Dude, imagine like,
It's like some real.
imagine you're in like a certain city and like a truck's about to run you over. No, just stop, buddy. I can't die here. I'm not allowed. I can't die
Illegal,
here.
that's illegal. You can go to jail.
It might be like so that like you can't have senior homes in a neighborhood though, because yo that shit has been around for a minute.
That's actually dark.
So you can't have senior homes in
Senior
certain
homes like
towns.
those do emergency.
That's dark.
That is dark.
Wait now.
Going up.
Going
Holy
up?
fuck. Okay. Out of these three, you're saying the vacuuming?
Yeah,
one?
the vacuum ones.
Vacuum?
I'm gonna say just because I hope to God that this is fake is the dying one.
So you guys are both wrong.
Again?
What was actually fake was mowing your lawn on Sundays nationwide. So in Italy, you in fact cannot die in certain towns, and you cannot vacuum on Sundays apparently.
Really?
Yo, my fucking some
Or-
of my family's from Italy, so I'm gonna fucking grill them on this shit. I'm like, what the fuck do you mean? If I go to Milan to meet you, I just can't die? Like, हाँ, पाजी, sorry, इतने
कोई
नहीं
ठा
कर
हैगा ही नहीं।
सकता, इतने नहीं कर सकता,
इतने
कोई
कोई
ठा
ठा
नहीं
नहीं।
हैगा तेरे वास्ते। Like, what? Sorry, पाजी, पास्ता पूस्ता
There's like
खाना
a
पर इतने
certain-
मार नहीं सकता तू. No.
Like each town has like you have to reserve your
That's
spot
really funny,
at the
bro.
cemetery.
Like, let's say like you call the government, you're like, hey, I'm dying. They just send you a plane ticket. They're like, yo, go die. And,
चल
like,
करे जाके मार कनेडा मार तू करे जाके मार इतने नहीं मार सकता सॉरी नो
That's insane.
इतने कोई जगह नहीं
Why can't I die here? We don't have no space. You're
that's
a
like
country.
yo
what do
the
you mean?
government doesn't give a
Imagine
fuck
people are
bro.
like scheduling their deaths, right? They're like, okay, coin I'm next week.
next week मैं जाना
अगले साल
अगले साल मैं इतने जाना इतने जाके मैं खूचे मारता
Yeah, man.
like oh, that's
insane.
actually fried
So we're gonna have our first one, our first pack, quote unquote. It's called cinnamon or baby names. Okay, our first answer is if you turn 25 and you're still single, your friends might tie you up and dump cinnamon, often with water and eggs, on you in public. This is a Denmark thing. I guess it's just a tradition or a culture.
Yeah.
Our second thing is parents have to pick a baby name from a government approved list or apply to use an unlisted name. It's also Denmark.
Okay.
I think our third third one's from Denmark too. Every building in the capital must be painted red and white to match the flag. Denmark.
so all three
So
different
which
one of
one?
the-
So which one's fake?
Which one's
is
fake?
fake?
That's what you guys have to pick.
okay so the first one's a cinnamon and egg one if you're single
By after 25.
after 25 if you're single they just fucking lie you out with cinnamon and onion
In public,
I
yeah.
don't be
holy fuck
What are you good for? And
The
then
second one?
is the name there's like a government name like list.
Oh yeah. Can you approve name?
Can you
So like Elon Musk's kids would be illegal.
Yeah.
oh shit
No,
okay.
you can apply to use an unlisted name.
Okay.
apply nice okay and the
Apply
third
for like Sukhbir bottle.
Apply to be
The
like,
government be
yeah.
like, what the hell?
The third one is every building in the capital must be painted red and white to match the flag.
Okay, the third one seems like legit. So I'm gonna just cancel that one out, Manrav. And then it's between the getting fucking lard out by Andy and Cinnamon after you're 25 saal and you're not married, or it's fucking government approved babies names and shit. So what are you saying?
I don't know, man. Like, yo, because why would Denmark have that problem? It's not like people are gonna like name their kids like the F word there. Like people there are so this out there. Their spines are like straight as shit. Like they don't really step out of line there. I can't really see that type of shit there. You know what I mean?
So you think it's a Cinnamon one?
Yeah, like nobody's gonna go and like name their kids like Kala or some shit in Denmark.
Never know, bro.
It's not a law though. It's like a cultural thing though.
Cultural thing.
Oh, okay.
It's a cultural
You know
thing.
what? I'm gonna say it's the name one because I feel like that's fake.
Okay. What's yours?
Yeah, the
Manrav?
name one. Yeah.
Name one? You guys are both wrong. Let's see. There is buildings obviously are colorful in Denmark. They're not all red and white.
Oh, that's true.
Ah, fuck, we're both stupid.
Yeah.
Okay, wait. So you're telling me people actually get vajad with like ande and shit and like cinnamon?
You
and
play a
shit?
video of that.
I'm gonna search that up.
There's no
I want to
way.
see a video
bro.
of that.
There's no fucking way. So wait, it's just cinnamon?
What the fuck,
Holy
yo? This is
shit.
actually fucked up. This is like
Wow.
not good.
Bro, this guy's like taped up with cinnamon and shit. What the fuck? Yo, what the fuck? This shit looks like they're getting like fucking like pepper sprayed and shit.
Yeah, that's pretty fried, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Like, what's the significance?
Look, he's like duct taped.
basically-
Look,
yeah, he's
one
like-
of the guys, he's like duct taped, yo.
Basically, if you get no bitches, like you just get cinnamon up and egg rolls in public, where everyone knows that you get no bitches.
That's pretty funny, right?
Yo, that's actually fried.
They are hardcore out there, bro. Fuck.
तेरा ब्याह नहीं हुआ चल इधर आ तो सारे दिन बंदा बना
Honestly, that was pretty effective. I think we should bring that here. And this is a bunch of
Japanese stuff?
Japanese stuff.
Yeah.
A is adult diaper sales have been outpaced by baby diaper sales for years because the population is so old.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
B
can see that.
B is you can hire a handsome weeping man to watch sad movies with you and wipe your tears as cry therapy. And C is the subway has cat-only customer cars with litter boxes for rush hour.
Look, man, I'm gonna say what I want to say. I think the Japanese people have like these insane social things.
Yeah.
And I can completely see them being real.
Oh yeah.
I respect it.
100%. They have like those like crazy cafes with like the fucking cats and shit everywhere. They got everything, bro. They're buying it. But like,
Do you think there's more adult diapers being sold? I think probably.
they have a really old aging
Really old
population.
aging population.
Yeah, they do. So I could see that being true.
So what do you guys think is fake then? B or C?
What's B?
B is the weeping man and C is the subway
The
commuter car.
weeping man might be real, bro.
The weeping one, I feel like is legit. Cause yo, I'm be honest, there's a lot of like lonely people in Japan from what I from what I read statistic wise. You can fact check this. You can fact check this. I actually saw this like article come out saying that like a lot of Japanese, I think it is men, are incredibly lonely.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's the same thing as China, where like statistically they're not gonna find a partner.
No, they're not.
Because like
And then-
whatever.
Yeah,
the
there's
population
a
is.
huge cheating culture there too in Japan, which is like a whole
think so?
different. Oh,
Yeah,
it's actually a fact.
100%.
It's actually 100% fact.
100%.
100%
There's a
back.
big
Because they're so
cheating thing.
reserved.
Like if like yeah.
That's some gaslighting, bro.
Yeah, I know,
Imagine
bro.
somebody cheats on somebody and then they're like, "Oh, in Japan, it's no big deal. Like they just consider it like
Did
the
he know
other
that?
person. It's your fault."
Yeah, that's how.
That's
yeah,
some gaslighting.
yeah, it's
bro.
gaslighting as well. So wait, so
damn.
like, so that's two, the weeping man, and the third is that they have litter boxes during rush hour.
I think
on
a C
trains.
is fake.
C has to be fake. There's no way, bro.
Yeah, you guys got it right. C.
Yes,
Yeah, that's good, man.
Got one right.
we actually got one right.
Yeah,
Thank God.
Pack 4. This is a India one.
Oh,
So our option A is elections officials set up a polling station for a single voter deep in the forest so he could vote. That's A.
okay.
B, there's a temple where thousands of rats roam freely and devotees treat them as holy. All right.
Okay.
C is every car must carry a live cow while driving in city limits.
That's fake. That has to be
While
fake.
driving where?
In city limits.
No, that's fake. 100%. No, I know that's fake. No, fuck.
That's
I
some
don't-
racist.
That's some racist that shit. Who the fuck made this? Look here, man.
These
Yo,
Indians
guy
are
passes
bad.
yo, get in contact with our
That's
scriptwriter.
like just some white guy. I heard you Indians take the cows in your cars, which you like every no, because but then like the rat temple.
Dude, I
Do
much rather believe there's some fucking guy in like the east corner of India believing in rats is
I think
holy.
Chuyan the Mandir.
Yeah, two other mandar over someone that's saying they're gonna
That's
carry.
disgusting, bro. I
Dude,
don't wanna see
there's
that.
no way that people are carrying cows in city limits.
Obviously, that one's fake.
that's fake. There's
But then
no way,
that means that like the first two are real.
which is crazy. I'm not.
Well, the Chuyan the Mandir and the jungle thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the jungle one's legit. I can see that.
It might
being
not
legit.
be Mandir. It's called a temple. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. We're just obviously saying whatever. Yeah, we just call it temple. But yeah, no.
Okay. You guys want to know which one's fake?
Yeah,
Let's see, obviously.
yeah.
So pack 8, it's Mexico one. Okay, so option A is Amir symbolically married a crocodile / caiman in a wedding dress as a local ritual.
Okay.
Like a mayor did it.
Like a mayor of a
Like the mayor marries a crocodile for tradition.
Yeah. Then B is there's a festival where artists carve giant radishes into sculptures. It's called Night of the Radishes. And then the third one is Marathi members must wear bulletproof charo suits when performing on moving vehicles.
I think the
Tell me
second.
the mayor marries a crocodile.
That I feel like that has to be legit. Like there's some fucking random backwater town in the middle of fucking Mexico that has to
The
do
mayor
this.
marries a crocodile.
100%, bro. They're like, fuck it. They call it like El Croco and shit. They call him like El Croco and
El
shit.
Trece and shit.
Holy fuck. Okay, so I'm gonna just say that's legit just because I feel like it's just fucking jokes. So obscure. I think the mariachi is it mariachi band? Or is it what is it?
You guys are locking your answer?
No. What's the third one?
It's a
Mariachi bands have to
mariachi
wear.
members must wear bulletproof charo suits. I think it's churro is meant to be said.
Churro suits, right?
Churro
Yeah,
suits
yeah.
when performing on moving vehicles.
And then the second one you said was what?
Second one was there's a festival where artists carve giant radishes into sculptures.
That's not legit.
It's called Night of the Radishes.
Night of the Radishes.
I don't know, bro. Some
I'm gonna say
countries do worship plants. And
I'm
shit.
gonna say
New
that.
Zealand worships kiwis. They call themselves the Kiwis, bro.
I'm gonna take an educated guess here, Manrav.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna take a scientifically educated guess and just say that the second option is fake.
Right.
I don't think there's a Night of the Radishes. You can give
I
me.
think that their one's fake. Why? Who cares about mariachi bands, bro? Marjo. That's my take.
Holy fuck. Which was fake?
And the fake one was the mariachi band.
Bro, what the fuck, man?
Yeah, I told you.
Fuck,
Why the
man.
mariachi
Think of
band
it.
in bulletproof vest, bro?
Think of it. You've seen mariachi bands on trucks.
If
When have you seen
anything-
them wearing churro bulletproof
If
vests?
anything, the cartel
What the
would
fuck
love
have
the
you seen a
mariachi band.
radish night festival and the Night of the Radishes?
Well,
Like,
we
what the
wouldn't
fuck?
know. We don't.
What the fuck? मैं की
anything-
बुद्धू लादा
Think of it logically,
मैं
man.
बूटियां दे नाले तक चीर चूर के मैं हम बूथा बनावा बेच what the fuck, man?
If anything, the cartel would love the mariachi bands and they wouldn't shoot them. I feel like you guys are goats. They need entertainment and shit when they're cooking up cocaine.
You're fucking. You know what he said? He's like, is it entertainment while they're cooking up cocaine?
Yeah, it's like, you know what I mean? Like, just get the mariachis in there. The cartels wouldn't shoot them.
Yo, this cocaine is ethically sourced. There's a mariachi band playing in the background.
Ethnically?
Made in Mexico.
Oh, fuck, culturally. That shit was culturally sourced.
Alright,
It was
yeah.
right from the heart of Mexico City. We had a mariachi band going in the background. We whipping this shit up in the crock pot. Yeah, buddy.
So, what's next?
Okay, guys, our last segment today is some quickfire questions for Ekdeep and Manrav. So I'm going to start off with what is your guys' most embarrassing experience?
Embarrassing. I'll go first.
Yeah.
I think most embarrassing experience has to be, I was at the Gurdwara one day. This is when I was about, I would say 9 or 10 years old. And I thought I saw someone that looked like my dad. Because he was also at the Gurdwara with me at this time. We all went together as a family, right? So I, let's just say, wasn't the best kid at this age. I was very sharti, right? And I was, at this time, like begging my dad to buy me like the newest game for the DS. I think it was like the Pokemon game that came out at that time, right? So we left my house prior to going to the Gurdwara, and I was like begging my dad for this game as any 9-10-year-old would, right? And I get to the Gurdwara, we're doing like I'm doing seva downstairs, and like I see this guy, he's turned around, he's walking towards where you wash your hands, like where like, you know, like the sinks are. And from the back he looks exactly like my dad. Like Bog is the exact same. He was wearing the same shirt. Like the same like style shirt. So I was like, oh yeah, that's my dad, right? So I go up to behind him and I pat him on the back. I'm like, Daddy, he's so game and I can like right? Guard turns, looks at me, he's like, who going here?
He's like some ogre looking ass.
Yeah. It was,
angry ass.
yo, this uncle turns around and looks at me just like pissed, right? Like his daughters and triangle shape, like Sanda, couldn't much. And he's like, game? What game here? मैं तेनू केड़ी गेम लेके देनी है तू कौन है I'm looking at him
He
like
probably thought that you were like his long lost kid,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah,
Daddy kind of.
yeah
He probably had some secret kid.
yeah because I went behind my dad and I just like kind of like I kind of like gave him like a little like pat on the back like that Eddie. And this guy was like just rattled and I was like so embarrassed. It was so bad. And then needless to say, like after that I did not ask my dad for this game. Like I was like, yep, hoagie game meri puri.
Bro, that was honestly embarrassing for me too. Like I used to be pretty short, as all kids are, right? So I used to start following around, like, you know when you're in the mall with your parents?
Yeah.
And like, let's say I used to go to the mall with like my mom. I used to start thinking random people were just like my mom because I was so short and shit, right? Just start following them around for shopping for like 3 hours, and the next thing you know, the turn around is some weird ass auntie.
And you're like,
it's like some ogre looking ass monster from like Mars, bro. You're like, who the fuck are you?
and you're like, what? You're not my mom.
It's so fucked. And then like, they take you to the stage, bro. Like that happened to me in the Nugget Keaton in Surrey, bro. And I was like,
what the fuck?
when I was like 7 or 8, I started following around some random auntie. And I started crying when she turned around because she was so ugly, right? Cause like obviously I was like alone and then she took me to Red FM, bro. She took me to Red FM, bro. They put me on stage, like, yo, we got this like fucking Simba here, like where's the parents and shit. It was a whole process, man. Because it wasn't even like, you know what I mean? Like,
Oh, that's pretty fun.
pretty proud,
Holy.
Can you imagine if they're like, yo, like, Kida Joak Gomagya, like, and then some guy comes up, he's like, Mata Jan ke Goya,
Bertia Sankat ji, adoption process.
please hold lejo, मैं तो donate kita.
Panthali बहुत सेवा करूँगा. ये Panthali बहुत सेवा करूँगा. जिन्हें गुरुद्वारे नु सेवादार चाहिए, इन्हें please consider में रखो.
Okay, next one.
Right. If you had to commit a crime so nobody else could commit that same crime, what would it be?
Bro, tax fraud. What the fuck?
No,
You wouldn't want anybody else to commit tax fraud?
Fuck no.
Why are you trying to stand up for taxes?
Man,
Taxes,
bro, if I'm getting taxed up the ass like 40%, goddamn 40 fucking percent, I don't want no fucking business, no nothing to succeed. Fuck all y'all, man. I don't give a fuck. That's my take. All right, man.
That's valid.
Okay.
Yo, man, if I'm getting screwed, I feel like everyone should get screwed equally.
Yeah, that's
I think that's my take. Because, yo, legit,
That's
okay,
just
I could obviously give a way more fucking fucked up answer.
Yeah.
And, like, there are a lot of different places I could go with this. I'm choosing a very safe answer.
Well, why wouldn't you just like do a little bit of some very violent crime so it doesn't get done again?
So
Like,
what
think
would you
about the
do?
great good.
So what would
Yeah.
you do? What's your greater good?
I don't know, man,
would
because
you-
like
would you
committing it would be fucked up, right?
Yeah,
Like, I'm
exactly. But
talking
you don't
like,
go to jail for this.
like, let's say you're trying to stop like the real problems in the world, which are like human trafficking and abuse and shit. Maybe like child abuse. Like I think like if you really hype me up and you're like, this is like to save the world. Like I would just slap a kid. Like I'd be like, okay, like you're the last one. Like this is never gonna happen again. I'm just gonna do it. Maybe I'll
You just
enjoy
see this
it.
kid get slapped up. It's like when that one Desi is that slap competition, the fucking sing, and he's just like,
like this guy.
Yeah, but like,
man, just lighting that shit up like,
like I said, the question is like, so nobody else could commit that crime.
yeah, no one else
so
can commit that shit.
It would be honestly for Sarbat Tapala. You know what I mean? Like I just do it.
For the greater good. For
Yo,
Good
Akira, what would
humanity.
yours be? Just out of curiosity.
Everybody, all the kids would make a shrine of this one kid. Like, hey, you took the sacrifice. Now we can all F around. Not gonna get slapped.
Okay, Akira, what would yours be?
I'd do like murder.
What the fuck?
What?
Bro, you sound like you'd fucking murder a dog or something, bro.
I just murder someone. So no one
Who
can
you
ever
gonna
die.
murder,
Like,
man?
Yo, who the fuck did we get on?
Who deserves to be murdered? Bro?
vehicular manslaughter. Just do it and like no one.
You just do it.
Who,
It's not the,
bro? Like
it's not the
somebody's
Nike
mom?
slogan, bro.
Somebody's mom, somebody's dad, somebody's brother.
Like you
gonna
gotta
murder?
elaborate. Like who?
Listen, I'm not gonna pick who I kill. I'm just gonna kill.
She's
someone.
gonna walk out of the street and be like,
But,
you.
like,
Shit,
think of it this
bro.
way: that one death will save so many other lives. That
Yeah,
person's gonna go
but
down in
bro,
history.
like you
But you
fucked
have-
up their family permanently. If you slap a kid, he's gonna forget eventually. Like Max Verstappen got abused too. You know what I mean? like,
That's wild.
he became a world champion. Like I could be part of their like
Tell
villain
the
arc.
story.
Like,
But you
villain
just
arc.
ended someone's story.
Yeah.
That's how he gone. He khatam karti.
That's okay. You know, like other people's stories will live on.
Holy shit.
Yo, this guy's fucking doing it. You know what? Respect. Fucking, you said it with chest.
I guess you could like just choose to murder like a narco terrorist or a criminal or like a rapist.
No, no.
You could just murder.
No, he
you know
said
what I mean?
no. He said no.
okay. If I had the option, if I had the option, I would. But like, I'm trying to, you know, like, I'll just kill anyone. Like, like the next person I see on the street, like whatever.
Bro,
You were not leaving the studio.
bro, what the fuck's wrong with you? That's
Okay,
insane.
next question. I don't want to hear your other answer.
Some crazy philosophical.
Holy fuck, man. Harkir's fucked. Hey, yo, next
Yeah.
question, Harkir.
What's the worst fashion trend you've ever seen?
Yo, I'm not gonna lie. This is like hands down. I saw this shit firsthand, and it's this fucking uncle will never leave my fucking brain. But it's these desi uncles that just come straight off the fucking flight, straight Gucci tracksuit, right? Full Gucci print tracksuit. The Gucci isn't even spelled Gucci; it's spelled like Ruchi or something. It's got like a complete knuckly, right, from like Pagoda or some shit. And like they're wearing Kenchi flip flops. Worst fashion trend of all time is these fucking, that's it, bro. The Kenchi flip flops with the fucking tracksuits. That shit traumatized me.
I think it's Cartier's. It's got all these guys thinking they're from Detroit when they can't go a day without mandi roti, bro. You know what I mean? They're like going home. They're like, "Mommy made laundry," but they're like all like Detroit like buffs and shit. Like,
Alright, so last question of the pod. It's a hard one. What was your midlife crisis?
None of you got an answer right up?
Yeah, nothing crazy. It was probably just working a 9 to 5 and then feeling dead inside. And then I was like, I got to do something different. And then I did something different and now I'm happy. What was yours?
Holy fuck, that was quick.
You know what I mean? Like, yeah.
My midlife
depression
crisis.
ਚੰਗੀ ਵੀ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਆ
Okay.
ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ
That is
life
true.
ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ up ਲੈ ਕੇ ਜਾਂਦੀ ਆ, you know what I mean?
Yeah, my midlife crisis was getting caught up in a relationship where I fucking
Lost yourself, right?
lost myself so much to the point where I didn't even know what the fuck I was doing
Bro,
anymore.
that's fucking facts, bro.
That's what I'm saying,
I
bro.
saw that shit in you.
I didn't even know what like the time was half the time,
Bro, it's
bro.
like some people start moving like they had no personality before they met the girl.
Yeah.
And it's like you had a personality, it was pretty good.
Yeah.
And you're just choosing like it didn't exist and that's up to you.
Yeah. I think that was probably
ਰੱਬ ਨਾ ਕਰੇ ਤੇਰੀ ਆ ਮਰ ਮੁਰ ਗਈ ਤੈਨੂੰ ਛੱਡ ਛੁੱਟ ਗਈ bro ਤੇਰਾ ਕੀ ਬੁਰਾ ਹਾਲ ਹੋਣਾ, you know right?
exactly.
I think it just happens to a lot of guys who like get a girl out of high school or like maybe like 21, 22.
Happens to guys that just let themselves just get fucking demolished, bro.
They're like, oh, I got a girl, like, you know, my life's set.
It's like a choice you make every day, bro. It's like you every day you choose to just like be dominated by somebody and then you just get lost in the
sauce.
bro.
Yeah. I think that was probably
You know what I
I think that was my midlife crisis. That was like my early 20s. So like this is obviously a couple years removed from that now. But I think that was probably the most traumatizing for me and also most like eye-opening at the same time,
bro.
Because bro, you wake up one day and you're just
Bro,
like,
you're
fuck.
fucking like, bro, like your family's like, "Hona tu khosh nahi rehna,
Yeah.
tu hasda khedna."
Yeah.
Bro, like for people in relationships, if you're going to your work, you're going to your family, and they're like, "Oh, you used to be like more lit.
Yeah.
Now you're not lit anymore. You're always like stressed and shit." Bro, you
fucked
gotta
up.
dump that person. You gotta just dookie him, bro. You gotta
That's
just
it.
dump him.
You gotta-
and
yeah.
like, yo, like you're not better now. Like you just keep telling yourself, "No, I'm better now. I'm like
I'm better
you know,
now. I'm happy. I'm
doing
happy."
it
But
and
you're
shit.
never happy.
You're not happy,
No,
bro.
you're living a life of a lie.
You gotta be lit.
Yeah, you gotta be like this. But the thing is, because Manrav saw that shit firsthand, so this guy
See,
can tell you all
people-
motherfuckers
bro,
like,
you
yo,
see it.
I was fucked.
The guy's like thinking about some random shit like in the middle of the day. You're like trying to talk to them.
Yo,
they're, like, deep in
the
thoughts.
conversation,
You know what I mean?
the conversation I had with this guy like about a year and a half, 2 years ago when this happened was I was telling this guy like, yeah, bro, like,
Yeah.
and that's when this guy's like, oh, you lost the plot.
Bro, it's
yo.
insane because like, yo, you'll just be PMSing as well, bro. They're PMSing, you're PMSing, you're fucking.
Yeah,
Life is just on a
life
period.
life is just on crisis mode. That's I
Yeah.
think my advice now is, bro, just be careful who you let into your life. That's my life.
You gotta.
Protect your peace and shit.
If you don't set boundaries, there will never be any boundaries.
But that's a great way to, I think, end the podcast on that note. So thank you, every single one of you guys, for tuning in for this week's episode. Special thanks to Herkit for being background and doing some of the producing work for us here today. And thanks to Manrav for being himself and sharing a lot of good.
Thanks to you guys.
Inspirational.
Thanks to you guys for keeping it cool and fun and rad.
Yeah.
Thanks for bringing the vibes.
Thanks for bringing the vibes. Also, check out our website. It's fresh. It's cool. Manrav spent a lot of time and dedication on
I
it.
spent like
okay?
30 minutes.
Man,
on
shut
it.
up. I'm trying to hype you up. All right, send Manrav a DM saying you really love him and that, you know, you wish you could give him a puppy. And leave us some
send Ekdeep a DM asking to buy his old used socks to give him a good sniff.
Shit. Okay. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you on the next episode. Take it easy. Peace out.